Hey everyone, just checking in. Hope you all had a great weekend. A little cold and rainy today, but this weekend was amazing. Hope you got to see some of the beauty of those northern lights. Whether you think they were generated AI or whether they were real, they were still really cool to see. I will say I've seen the northern lights in the past, and I've always been able to see them with the naked eye. I've never had to use a camera or a cell phone to see them. So that was kind of interesting to me, but regardless, they were pretty cool to see. So anyhow, I've had some folks ask me about why I'm not campaigning right now. And there's two reasons for that. Number one, I am already on the Republican ballot for the November vote because there's only one of me. So to add to the confusion of everything that's going on right now with the voting, we already had the District 2 special election. We elected a commissioner, and then we've got this vote in May to basically elect who's going to be running from the Democratic Party, because I'm already on there, and it just gets so confusing for people. So I just step back a little bit, and I'm waiting for this May vote to get over so that I can start again, and hopefully it'll be less confusing for people, because this whole special election thing has been just really kind of messing with mine as well. Another thing I wanted to address, I had a great conversation today with some folks that we're going to be doing some interesting collaborating with. I hope all of you saw, we've got our Special Friends Rodeo coming up here at the ranch. Which it's going to be so awesome. I mean, we're 104.5, Condry Radio, Corey Condry, Coco Brother, is working with us on that. He will be here, and he's helping us by putting out some PSAs for that. This is for our Special Friends community. It's a free event. It's a way to give back to the community. So please share that with folks. I know there are a bunch of folks with disabilities in this community that would really enjoy it, but they don't know about it. So please share it with them. It is a free event. They're not going to actually be fighting wild bulls and cattle. They're simulated events, but they're still going to be fun. They will get to ride horses and ponies. They will, if they're under the weight, it's 65 and under, they'll get to actually ride sheep if they want to, and they get to actually take the ribbon off of the goat's tail. So there will be livestock interaction, but it's not like they're going to be actually riding real bulls. So we do have a little common sense. But we'll have lots of cowboys and cowgirls here. And some rodeo royalty. It's going to be a good time for the kids. So please share that with them. Contact me with information. Also, Cassandra Burks, who is also running for office, fun lady. I just love her. She contacted us, and we will be doing a Special Needs Fun Day for our disabled community on July 6th. It's 4th of July weekend, so it'll be kind of a fun weekend. They can come play with us and then go watch the fireworks. And we'll have all kinds of activities for that community at that time, bounce house and pony and horse rides. We'll have a foam party, playing in the mud, tug of war, all that kind of fun stuff, food. So those are two events we have coming up that we are reaching out and giving back to the community with the help of other nonprofits, which is that's what it needs to be about, man. We just need to work together. It shouldn't be about my nonprofit and your nonprofit and you do this and I do this and this is me and this is you. No, we need to all work together. I mean, we've got so many folks in this area that need, from women in crisis, our disabled community, our foster kids, our wounded warriors. We need to all be willing to work together. And, I brought that out 100 times at least in this whole political debate. It breaks my heart to see, and I'm talking to you Republicans and I'm talking to you Democrats, the things I've been seeing on Facebook lately, man, what is wrong? God called us to unity. He did call us to draw a line. He called us to love. He didn't call us to call each other idiots or stupid or tell people that they're going to hell because they don't agree with us. That's between them and God. We are called to love. So can you draw a line politically? Absolutely. But let me tell you, the way you do it is going to make a far more, be a far more impact on somebody. They expect you to be nasty. That's what they expect. Deal with it without being nasty. Don't let them get under your skin. I mean, there's only one truth. We all know that. And if you know it in your heart, you don't have to beat somebody over the head with it. I've said it 100 times again, too, that when you preach something to somebody, unless you're living it in your life, it's null and void. Forget it. So Republicans, Democrats, we are called to unity. So if you are professing Christ, and I see a lot of you politicians out there that are doing that, I'm professing Christ. But if you don't elect this person, or you don't elect that person, or you don't, then you're an idiot. You're stupid. You don't know anything. Man, God is just up there shaking his head. It's breaking his heart. We are called to unity. I don't care if you're a Republican, a Democrat, or an independent. We are called to unity. Which brings me to the next thing. As y'all know, Whitney Kenner Jones was elected as the District 2 County Commissioner in the special election. I'm going to say it again. I like Whitney. I may not agree with 100% with her politically. County politics should not be about Democrats and Republicans. If it is, shame on us all. It should be about making this community stronger and better. I am going to have Whitney's back as long as she keeps her promises to the people, and from what I've seen right now, she has. And if it had been Kelton or Rubin or anybody else in that position, I would tell you the same thing. I am going to support them. It doesn't matter that they're a Democrat and I'm a Republican. I'm going to support them if they're doing what's best for the community. I may not believe the same way they do with federal politics, but I am going to stand with them, and we should work together. And I've reached out to Whitney numerous times, and I've told her, how can I help? What can I do? And she's been very accepting of that. And I'm looking forward to a time, and hear me clear, whatever happens in November, and whoever is elected in November, and I'm just going to say it's probably going to be Whitney for the Democrat side, I want to work with them. So if she wins, I hope that we can work together in District 2 to make it better. If I win, I'm definitely going to be calling on them, the other candidates, to work together with me, because we all have a different niche. I mean, there's a certain people that I'm going to reach. There's a certain people that she's going to reach. There's a certain people that Rubin or Beanie would reach, as well as Kelton. We need to work together. So whoever wins that election, we need to work together. So that's where I am, and I'm going to stand there, and I'm going to draw that line, and I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to badmouth any of them. I'm going to disagree with them, maybe. Like I said, I disagreed with the decision that the other two Board of Commissioners made. It doesn't mean I'm not going to be friends with them or be kind to them. I am, but I'm going to call them out and say, you did wrong, and I'm going to do that to anybody that I feel did that. But we have got to be willing to work together, and we really do need to work in unity. Again, if you're calling out that you're a Jesus follower, you better look at what Jesus said to do, because the path that a lot of us are on, not one that he made. So moving forward, let's try to be a little bit more loving, a little bit more kind. It's okay to express our opinions. It's okay to answer posts. Just make sure that we're doing it through a filter of love and respect, no matter who it is. So that's what I got to say about that. Feeling on my Forrest Gump coming out today. So anyhow, again, I'm encouraging everybody to be involved. If you are in District 2, Whitney has had some meet and greets. Please go to them. Make your feelings known. She's trying to reach out, so do it. Same thing with District 1, 2, and 3. With 1, 3, and 4. Make your feelings known to your commissioners. If you have to email them or call them or go to their meet and greets, make sure they know how you feel about what's going on in Douglas County, what you'd like to see come to Douglas County, what you're upset about has already come, how you think that they can better represent you in Douglas County. Because if you don't make yourself known, and if you don't show up and show out, then they don't have a clue. They don't know. They may think they're representing you in the best way possible when they're not, because they don't know what you're thinking. So get out there. Make yourself known. Make your voice known. Be heard. Going to give a shout out to someone else today. Ryan Samples. Many of you have seen him on Facebook. Young man, 18 years old. He is the only high school kid out there I have seen who is being involved. And that's kind of sad if he's the only one. And I know Ryan's working to get other high school kids involved. We need to get this next generation involved, and we need to speak the truth to them and let them hear the truth. A lot of indoctrination going on in schools, so we need to make sure that we are reaching out and talking to the future generation. So shout out to Ryan. He's really trying, man. He's been, and a lot of people know him, and he's been almost stalked by some candidates who he's called out on some things that they've said, and he's remained the adult in the situation, and I'm proud of him. So I wanted to give him a shout out as well. So that's all I have for you right now. I hope you guys have a great week. Remember, love, kindness, unity. Let's work together, folks, and do the best that we can to make Douglas County the best that it can be for today and for our future.